we're in absolute hoolie. Should have brought earplugs. I don't even want to think about how long it's been since the last time I was here, and we're definitely talking a good 12 months. But I'm back in the Peak District. You'll have all recognised the shots at the beginning, I'm pretty sure of that. But tonight's about getting out and staying out. No messing around tonight. I'm bagging an Ethel I've never been up before, and it could be a warm one. Temperature tonight's not going to dip much below 15 degrees. And I was tempted to bring the MSR, just pitch the inner. But when I was out last week, even though there was no rain forecast, got to 4 in the morning and had a downpour for about 5 minutes, so it can't be trusted. I'm going to stick with a crisp packet. I'm out in the Durston and it hasn't taken much, but just look at those views. Absolutely stunning. I met up with Paul in Edale. He knows these hills like the back of his hand. He's going to be my guide for tonight, but this is great. And the same as last week really. Nights are drawing in by about 9 o'clock. Although it's like fairly early, it feels like you're getting a night on the hills. It's going properly dark. Right, I'll bring you back when I crack this steep bit off. There's nothing like a bit of steep to get your legs working. And the pack's slightly heavier than I would have liked, but you've probably seen already, I've got my bladder, carrying in 2 litres of water. I've got my water filter with me, the faint hope I come across a water source. But we're in a period of drought, and a little bit of local knowledge tells me I might not find any water up there, so I need to be prepared. I don't need much for cooking, but I'd quite like a couple of teas. I'd quite like a coffee in the morning. When that breeze blows, it does make a bit of a difference. So this cairn is the top of Grimesbrook Knoll, 601 metres. It's an Ethel. It's another one ticked off for me. I keep meaning to come back and bag some more, but I think this is one that's probably going to take me the rest of my life to complete. Not that I'm in any rush or anything like that. I'm going to spin you around. Just look at that. All the heather's still in bloom. Still lots of lovely purples and greens. Well, that's the main objective ticked off. I've done most of the Ethels on here. I've done the Edale skyline. I've done the Kinder edges. It was just this one that was needing to be ticked off. Probably the best time of day to go. Late afternoon, early evening. And there's just no one about in the middle of summer. How good's that? Well, she's up. If you watched my video last week when I was in the Yorkshire Dales, you would see what an absolute dog's dinner I made of pitching it last time. I think I worked out what the problem was. I hadn't set my poles high enough. So what I've done tonight is just set the poles about 130 centimetres. It's lifted the tent up a little bit. It's made the bathtub a bit deeper. And of course you can see everything looks nice and taut, solid in this wind. I would imagine that's probably somewhere between 10 to 15 miles an hour. Don't think we're going to be too bothered, but what we did do was we went a little bit early than we would have liked to, because when we got to the top of here it started raining. Wasn't brilliant, so decided to pitch up early just in case. So let me bring you inside. So tonight I've gone for my Optimus 700 UL quilt. I used that last time and it was really warm. I'm really impressed with it. Thanks to everyone that suggested ultralight quilts and sleeping bags. Really helped inform my choice. I've got my Big Agnes Rapide SL, so I've had a super comfy night's sleep on that, and my bog standard cheaper pillow from Amazon. And I think I'm going to be super comfy tonight. This is great, and I always say every time I come here, oh, I'm definitely going to get back, I'm definitely going to get back. It's only taken me 12 months. Just go for a mooch about while Paul finishes pitching. Just look at the light over there. It is, however, time for a cup of tea. So let's get the kettle on. Oh yeah, that's good. let's face it, there's only so many times you can film yourself filling the kettle and boiling it, isn't there? That wind's a little bit stronger than I anticipated, although nothing like last time when we were in the lakes. But the light's incredible as well. It's just sun's in and out of the clouds. I mean, it looks absolutely spectacular. This is superb. Just while I've got you, last week I used Huel Foods at a spicy Mexican, but I've gone Huel again. And these pots are really handy for storing stuff in you don't want getting squashed. So I sent the young blood this morning up to Appleton's, got myself a beautiful Scotch egg, and tonight I've gone for mac and cheese. Again, there's about 400 calories in that, and it only uses about 200 millilitres of water in which to hydrate it. For pudding, I've gone simple, gone for a grenade bar again. I've got loads of sweets. Just like to add, I didn't eat all those sweets last week. There was plenty left when I walked out of that camp. And then for breakfast, I'll probably get something on the way back home. I've got a little bit of a croissant as well, so I've gone continental again. There's some peanut butter in there. Only out for one night, so I don't need a massive amount of food. Okay, we'll give that 5 minutes. So just while I wait for my meal to cook, just wanted to say a big thank you for everyone that subscribed recently, left a comment, given me a thumbs up and supported the channel. It does mean a lot to me. Someone even just now just sent me some super thanks. That's never happened before. Very, very grateful for it. But there was absolutely no need to be so generous. It's a wonderful gesture. I hope you enjoy the channel. I don't intend to mention you by name, but you know who you are and I'm very grateful. And also thanks to everyone that voted on the poll that I put on the channel as well. It was just suggesting what you might like to see on the channel next. Thankfully, most of you chose wild camping. I was a little bit nervous for a while because the difference between wild camping and long distance footpath was quite close. And I did intend to stick to it, but I do have something special planned maybe for next month. Maybe get out for a multi-day hike, put some distance in, put some feet of ascent in, and just enjoy myself out in the hills again. But this has been really special tonight. Really glad I came out. Such a lovely area. That smells pretty good. Right, well, despite the wind, it's actually mild enough to sit out and enjoy some tea. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And there's just enough wind just to get rid of those flying insects as well. Trying to get that fantastic sunset behind me. Right, so this is the mac and cheese. And it absolutely thickens up a treat, so just have a look at that. Yeah, that's really tasty. And for such a spicy lightweight like me, I can handle those. I don't know whether the wind outside will play havoc with the microphone on the phone, but the GoPro's outside. It's hopefully recording some time lapse. And I'm just lying here just watching this sunset. Sun's just sit behind Kinder Scout. Colours of the sky and the clouds are all turning now. Absolutely priceless. You really can't put a price on this, and this is what it's all about for me. Sometimes you go out, you don't get the views, you're clagged in, but every now and again you hit the jackpot. I've certainly done that tonight. Right, well, it's about 10:15. It's completely dark now. I think I've got every light I have got in the tent on, trying just to create enough light in order to record a little bit of footage before I go to bed. But as you've seen from the footage of the time lapse, I managed to stack it. The wind's too strong up here. It must be 15-20 miles an hour at least, and it's really giving the tent a shake. And of course, it blew the camera over. I'll probably listen to a podcast tonight to get off to sleep. I've got some fruit gums, probably munch on those for a bit as well. I won't eat them all, I promise. I want to be up nice and early in the morning because I think there might be a beautiful sunrise over towards the east, so hopefully get a little bit of that as well. I've got nothing else to say, got nothing else to do. I'm just going to get my head down and try and get a decent night's sleep, and I'll bring you back in the morning. There you can hear that outside. It's nearly midnight and it's blowing an absolute hoolie. Don't even know where this came from, but flipping heck. Struggling to get to sleep. Got confidence in the tent though, famous last words, but it's just so noisy. Should have brought earplugs. Well, how I managed to get any sleep last night is beyond me. This has been rattling all night long. I did get out at one point and check all the guy lines and make sure all the pegs were still in place. It was absolutely fine, but there's no chance of seeing any sunrise this morning. Mist's too thick, it's not going to burn off just yet. And then it blows in and blows out again, so I'm not going to try and get any views. What I am going to do though is I am going to try and get a cup of coffee, get something to eat, think about packing up pretty quickly and getting straight off this hill. This is crazy. Well, and I've got a bit of croissant to eat as well this morning, which doesn't look that appetising. Right, let me try and get a brew on. Let me try and wake up. Try and see how best I'm going to do this, but what a crazy, crazy night. The other thing is it'll show exactly what the tent will handle. I don't think at any time I lost my faith in it. So there we go. Right, let's just try and get something going. Right, I'm going to see this off, I'm going to get packed up. I don't want to be in here any longer than I need to be. Right, well I've packed away, all that's left for me to do is break the tent down. This is going to be interesting. The one thing in my kit that I don't have with me, believe it or not, is a carabiner, which would have assisted me in attaching the tent to the bag. So in case I accidentally let go of the tent, it doesn't blow away. But I'll just have to be extra careful, so you live and learn, don't you? Hopefully it's not an expensive lesson. Right, let's see how this is going to go. So I'm absolutely certain this wind wasn't forecast, but I managed it in the end. And if you've enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe, because I've had a hell of a night. I'm actually surprised I got some sleep. I've just spoken to Paul. I'm going to help break down his Storm Star. He's been kept awake most of the night with the tent rattling, so I'm going to sort that out and go down. I know it's early, but by the time I get going in the car, I'll find somewhere that's open for breakfast, get a bacon sandwich or something like that, start to feel human again. But that was brutal last night. Oh my word. But it has given me an idea of what my tent can handle. At least I'm grateful for that, and I come out in one piece. And this side of the hill, it's impossible to believe the nonsense that was going on up there last night and this morning. But we're off nice and safely. But this is a beautiful morning, and I bring you to a beautiful camp and landscape, so I'm really grateful for that. And I've just got the short walk to Edale left, so I think this is a good place to leave it. If you've watched it this far, I'm always impressed. I'm going to leave it here. I love you lots. I'll see you on the next adventure.